Hey guys, it's Real Radman here, back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Game 1 of the NBA Finals between Cleveland and Golden State. So I'm not going to waste any time here, let's get right into it, because I really want to talk about this game right now. So Golden State won fairly easily, and a lot of things came to my mind while I was watching this game. Let me start off with Golden State first. I want to give them their credit. Their bench played outstanding. They outscored Cleveland's bench 45 to 10. Steph and Klay only went 8 of 27 from the field, so they did not have that great of a night, but it didn't really matter because their bench was fantastic. And one of the reasons their bench was fantastic was their cutting, their off-ball cutting, their defense as well that created fast transition chances. Their transition chances led to a lot of ball movement or off-ball movement for their players like Barbosa and Livingston and Iguodala and people like that, and Bogut as well. And they got a lot of easy buckets from that. Let's see, Livingston, he was out. He was just insane tonight. He had 20 points with 0 turnovers, so that was absolutely incredible from him. Golden State's team defense was also really, really good. Golden State, when Cleveland would either put LeBron or Kevin Love in the post, which they did a lot frequently in this game tonight, and they had four shooters around them. Golden State's team defense, rotating and seeing and filling in the gaps while there was a player in the post was very, very good, and it confused whoever was in the post, whether it was LeBron or Kevin Love. So that is Golden State. For me, I don't really have much to say on Golden State other than that. They played a really great game. Their bench was great. Curry and Thompson were a little bit off, but it didn't matter. And, they got the W. The home court definitely helped them out. The energy of game one of the finals helped them out. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later for game two. So now let me get into Cleveland and what they didn't do tonight. And definitely the first thing I noticed was there was no communication on the switching. What I mean is when Curry was either cutting to the basket or coming off a screen on the wing, there was absolutely no switching. Either two would go to Curry. A lot of the times, two defenders would go to Curry and leave the screen setter wide open for an easy layup. This happened way too many times throughout the game, and they need to clear that up. Tyronn Lue definitely needs to go back into the video room with his team and show them that what they did tonight was inexcusable in terms of communication on switching. Another thing on the offensive end, not enough ball movement. There was too much ISO in the post, and what I mean by that is, yes, you put LeBron in the post, but a lot of times they put LeBron in the post against Iguodala, and I actually don't like that matchup for them. And then they would just kind of be stationary. The shooters on the out would kind of be stationary, just floating around the three-point area. Not many cuts into the basket, so that was a little bit frustrating for Cleveland's part. Just not enough ball movement. The ball was sitting in the post for too long, and I understand you want to try to pound Golden State, but when you don't make the easy shots, that does not work. And let me get into that. They did not. They missed way too many one-footers. They had a lot of layups. Even they got a lot of offensive rebounds off missed layups, and they could not finish it all. Now, give credit to Draymond Green and Andrew Bogut down there, and Azili and guys like that. But Cleveland needs to finish those shots, and that needs to be made for game two. Fourth thing, they just missed shots. I mean, some threes that they were wide open, they missed. Some jumpers that Kyrie took, they missed. LeBron, even though he made a couple threes, he missed some jumpers as well. And that leads me to my fifth point. J.R. Smith, there's an APB out for you. Last year in the finals, you did not show up. This year in game one of the finals, you did not show up, and that is unacceptable. If he continues to do this, J.R. Smith will be traded in the offseason. He cannot play like this for the rest of the finals. He did it last year. He was a no-show last year, and he did it again tonight. His defense on Klay Thompson was decent. That's all I'm going to give him for that. He played decent defense. But right now, Iman Shumpert looks like the much better choice to start over than J.R. Smith. I'm going to give him two more games to start, but if he doesn't show up, you need to cut him. You just need to cut him from the lineup. He is not providing anything if he does not get that shot off. So hopefully, I haven't seen it yet. I didn't see it in 6 games last year. I have not seen it in 1 game this year. J.R. Smith needs to go off. He needs to be the J.R. Smith that he usually is by making his three-pointers contested or uncontested. And that really is something that Cleveland needs. They need J.R. Smith. Let me get into the numbers here. 38% field goal percentage for Cleveland, 49% for Golden State. Like I said, Golden State outscored Cleveland. Their bench outscored Cleveland's bench 45 to 10, and that was the huge pivotal moment there, where Golden State's bench was just incredible. I do not expect that for game two, but then again, I don't expect Curry and Thompson to only go 8 for 27 in game two. So I feel like those two are going to balance each other out, where the bench won't perform as well in game two, but Curry and Thompson will perform much better. So Golden State might play the same kind of game in game two. Right now, it's all about Cleveland and what adjustments they can make and how they can get better, because Cleveland did not play a good game tonight. They played very poorly, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm going to go over my points again. No communication on switching. Not enough ball movement, not physical enough on defense. I actually didn't point this out. The defensive end. Now there was a lot of, like I said, cuts that were going to the basket. And one of the reasons why this kept happening was the switching, yes, but another reason is there would just be a cut with no switching. Bogut would just be in the post, or Iguodala would just be in the post, and they would just get an easy basket from a cut. Now, one of the reasons this happens in basketball is because your defense is not physical enough from a starting point. What I mean by a starting point is, let's say Curry is on the perimeter, he's at the top of the key. You need to be on him at the top of the key and impede his movement from the ball. If you're giving them a straight line to the basket, then you're not going to catch up with them because they're just going to run right by you. You need to knock them off of their intended line, kind of like in football, where if you press a wide receiver, if you're a cornerback and you press a wide receiver, you need to knock them off of their route. It's the same thing in basketball. If you have cutters, you need to be physical. You need to get up there in them and knock them off of their cut. If they cut, but you knock them at the beginning of the cut, you can stay with them the entire time, and next thing you know, they're not open. So that was another thing that Cleveland needs to fix is they need to be more physical. They need to be more intense. They just need to play a lot harder. A lot of it is mental, and actually no, all of it is mental. They looked like they were trying out there, but their hustle, their attention to detail compared to Golden State was not there. LeBron James, I didn't really have a problem with him tonight. He missed a couple of easy shots. He played some pretty good defense, but just like everyone else, there was communication problems on the defensive end for Cleveland. He was involved in that too. LeBron's going to keep doing what he's doing. I'm not really worried about that. But the rest of the team needs to play better. Kevin Love did play pretty well tonight until the late third to early fourth, where Golden State did make that 13-0 run where they were down by one and then they were up by 12. So that was where the game was lost. Until that point, Kevin Love was playing really well. He just didn't carry it into the fourth quarter. He tried posting up, but he just missed a lot of shots and easy shots in the middle. But then again, Golden State's defense was very good. So my prediction for game two, I'm going to just give that right now. I did pick Cleveland in 6, and the only way for me that I think that can happen is they have to win game two. So I'm picking Cleveland in game two. I expect them to fix their switching issues, their communication issues on defense. I also don't expect them to shoot 38% from the field. They did focus really hard on Steph and Klay on the defensive end, which did let the bench outscore them 45-10. But I think Golden State, Steph and Klay are going to play better, but their bench will not be that good. I mean, their bench was insane. So let's. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Cleveland's going to play a lot better. I think J.R. Smith will show up. I think that. I don't trust that. I just think that. I think that he will show up, knocking at least 4 threes, in my opinion. But if that doesn't happen, if they don't fix their communication on switching and they need to be more physical on defense, and J.R. Smith needs to get going on the offensive end, if those things don't happen, then Golden State will go up to 2-0 in the series, and then all the pressure is on LeBron. But hopefully a sense of desperation will come in, and Cleveland will play much better in game two. I predict Cleveland will win. Let me give you a score here, guys. I'm going to give you a 98-91 victory for Cleveland in game two. But right now they have a lot of work to do over the next 2 off days to get that done. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Click that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing these discussion videos after every single game, so just look out for those. Game 2 will be out overnight on Sunday into early Monday morning. That's when that will be out, so when you guys wake up, you can watch it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back at it again on Sunday night. So peace out.